All right, so they liked you, they laughed at your jokes, told you about their dog, even said you reminded them of their cousin in North Carolina. You're vibing, you got along, you were building rapport, but then they hit you with, let me talk to my daughter, let me think about it, or can you call me next week? And of course, you hang up thinking, man, that was a good call. They really liked me. But deep down, you know they liked you, but they didn't buy. Because here's the hard truth, being liked isn't the same as being trusted. You have to understand that rapport is not the sale. It's not even the warm up game. It's not a checkbox, and it sure as hell isn't permission to avoid asking real questions. See, a lot of agents treat rapport like the goal. I want them to like me. That is a rookie move. Rapport isn't about jokes. It's not about charm. It's not even about getting along. It's all about making the prospect feel comfortable enough with you to open up, to tell you the truth, to lower their guard, and to let you see exactly what's going on in their life. That's the key. Rapport isn't there to earn you access to their world. But access means absolutely nothing if you don't use it to get to the why. I'm Ryan Valet, your Fexpert or Final Expense Expert. I've made over $20,000 a month every single month for over 3 years straight. No door knocking, no hard closes, just client booked appointments and conversations that actually convert. And now my mission is to help agents like you build real income and a real future selling final expense life insurance. We have to talk about the most overlooked skill in all of life insurance sales, uncovering the why. See, most agents go from rapport straight to quoting. They're so eager to sound professional or not lose the client's attention that they skip right over the part where the actual decision gets made. You have to understand that you're not selling life insurance, you're selling relief. You find the why and you find the sale. And if you don't, you're just another nice guy with a quote. It is so extremely important that you have to slow down and go deep because final expense isn't about policy structure. It's about legacy, fear, family burden. It's emotional. Let me tell you something that most agents don't understand. People don't cancel their policy because they don't like your price, at least most of the time. They cancel because they never felt connected to the real reason why they bought. They didn't feel it. And if they don't feel it, they'll forget it. I promise you. 68% of life insurance buyers report that a personal experience with death, illness, or family burden was the reason why they purchased. Not the price, not the coverage amount, not the benefit breakdown. Emotion, experience, pain, that's what moves people. And that's why if you skip the why, you're not a closer, you're just reading rates. And anybody can do that, so you have to stand out. Here's what uncovering the why looks like. It's asking, what made you take this call today? Or who are you trying to make sure is protected from your final expenses? Or if something happened to you tomorrow, what would your family need in order to stay afloat? And here's a huge one. Have you ever had to deal with a funeral for someone who didn't have it in place? And then you shut up. You let them talk. You let them think. You let the emotion show up because that's where the sale is. You're not a robot, so stop selling like one. The best sales calls feel like a conversation, not a pitch. This is a real world example. I had a client last year, sweet lady in her 50s. We were vibing. She was laughing, telling me stories about her grandkids. I could have gone straight to the quote. I could have hit her with a benefit stack or a soft close. But I slowed down and I asked her, so what made you decide to look into this now? She paused, got really quiet, and she told me her sister passed away suddenly, no insurance. They had to crowdfund, basically do a GoFundMe, the whole funeral, and she was still paying it off. And that's it. That is the why. From that moment, it wasn't about if she'd buy, it was about which option made her feel secure. Because she wasn't just buying a policy, she was buying peace. She was buying a promise. And that is what we sell. So when you get the why, you can bring it back throughout the call like this. Mary, remember how you said you never want your kids to carry that kind of burden? That's exactly why this plan makes sense. You repeat their reason back to them. You anchor it. You make it real. Because when their reason becomes your mission, objections almost completely disappear. They don't need to think about it anymore when you've already made them feel about it. Okay, so let's bring this all together. Rapport is how you get the wall down. The why is how you walk through the door. And connection is how you earn the sale without ever sounding salesy. If you want to make more money, ask better questions. You're not here to be liked, you're here to serve. And if this video is hitting you right now, good. That means you care. That means you're ready to stop quoting and actually start closing. So here's what I need you to do. Next call, focus less on sounding slick and more on being curious. Ask better questions, find the why, and then make it your mission. So if this helped you, do me a favor and subscribe, drop a comment with your favorite question to ask on a call, and send this video to an agent on your team or your friend who's been blaming the leads instead of leveling up their conversations. Remember, nobody wants to be sold, but everyone wants to be understood. You can't fake real, and you can't shortcut connection. See you guys in the next one.
Subscribe now to be a Fexpert. Do it.